Hey guys, welcome to another video. I hope you can hear me. I'm not in the car today. Don't mind my background, just sat down somewhere outside. Yeah. And honestly, I just wanted to share my thoughts on society. I was watching a video on my reaction channel where I was talking about this video where this woman talked about it being visible to watch porn, how she can tell men watch porn, how the porn industry is preying on the instincts that we're given naturally and biologically by God, if you believe in that. But it's of no debate that we were born with the instinct to reproduce, to copulate as a species. It's one of the many reasons we're here. It's a natural thing. But the issue with porn is that it hijacks that system and makes you a slave to it. Almost so now you can't even say no. It's like an itch that you just have to scratch, no matter how you're feeling, no matter where you are, what you're doing. And I just it gave me a perspective. It made me think. Society really just wants you to hate yourself. That's really all it's trying to do. Because you might call it motivation, you might call it drive, you might call it, Gen Z is all about locking in and grinding these days. They want to grind, they want to achieve. But the reason they want to achieve is not healthy, it's toxic, And I think that's my problem. And I think that's the problem I have, because it's no longer because we want to, it's because society has made us feel less than human unless we achieve the things that society tells us we should achieve. It's like hypnotism on a mass scale, through media, social media, and even to ourselves. We have become our own jailers. We ourselves engage in flexing and making, just motivational videos, which, yes, it's good, but again, it's for the wrong reason. Of course, it's good to get in shape if you're fat and unhealthy. That's amazing, get in shape. But if you, as an average dude, if you are getting in shape not because you want to get healthy or fit or more this thing, you're getting in shape because you think that's what women want to see. You're getting in shape to get the abs and the six-pack because you think that's finally what's going to complete you, and then women are going to start chasing after you, and that's where you're going to find happiness. You see what I'm trying to say? There's a problem, there's a disconnect in that thinking, and it's terrible because a lot of people are chasing after things they don't necessarily want, after people they don't necessarily want, for reasons they don't necessarily need, simply because that's what's cool, that's what society accepts, that's what society wants you to have, forgetting that at the end of the day it's just advertisement. If you don't have a Lambo, 6 figures in the bank, you're not really a dude yet. You're not worthy of anything in life. You're not even worthy of love. That's what they will have you believe. But the reason they're telling you that is because they want you to get a Lambo. These companies have placed themselves as the peak of prestige, as the peak of existence. If you go your entire life without buying a Lamborghini, you never made it. You see how ridiculous and crazy that sounds. The porn industry, it makes you feel less than yourself. Every single time you engage in that activity, you feel shame, you feel guilt, you feel your self-worth dropping, and it's like, why are you doing this to yourself? But you don't even realize you're doing it to yourself. You just are, Society, the point of society is to make the masses feel like they need to strive and achieve something. And it works both ways. They've made the perfect foolproof plan for those of us who dream enough to do well for ourselves on our own terms. We end up still buying the luxury things, the luxury cars and everything, and it still feeds into their pockets. And for those of us who let fear control us and doubt and insecurity and fall into the standard path of going to work for somebody else and doing that, hey, then they have you know, basically free labor, because what they are paying you is peanuts compared to what they are making yearly, even monthly. You know, it's like, okay, yeah, free labor, man. They give you a little thing every month, just enough to keep you coming back, not enough to let you go. You know, and at the end of your life, when they've exploited your strength and all that you have to give, and they've conditioned your mind so that you send your child down the same road, you know, to do the same things, they let you off on pensions, on 401s, you know, and like, okay, yeah, just have that, you know, use that and just survive till you die. And then you realize people don't ever really live. They just kind of like exist. And because they're existing, living from hand to mouth, existing from paycheck to paycheck, they don't have the time to themselves to even consider the deeper opportunities in life, or the deeper questions that need to be answered. Like, what am I doing this for? Where are we going? Where am I headed? What's my life? They're just concerned about food for the kids, food for themselves, bills to pay. And it's a sad reality. But if you're watching this video, I need you to understand that you need to open your eyes and see society for what it really is, what it's really trying to do to us. Chances are you're going to be isolated from this knowledge, because not a lot of people will see it the way you do. So it's almost like a lonely thing to peek behind the curtains, you know? Yeah, I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to share my thoughts briefly. I hope you understand it. I hope you see it from my point of view. Yeah. Thank you for listening.